We all have them. We all need them. But some of them require close monitoring. I'm talking about routines and habits. They build our lives. They structure our days. We all have routines, and most of them are a good thing. They give our day structure, which is exactly what humanity has evolved to pursue. But why do we seek structure in our lives? Why is it so important for us to consistently do specific things? And are routines generally a good thing? Let's explore. First, we have to understand, why do we want and need routines? Imagine a week without routines. No workplace or familiar work environment. No daily routines like having morning coffee. No specific time to wake up or sleep. No familiar bed. And no preferred breakfast. This would be a state of uncertainty, which would be stressful for anyone in the world who is accustomed to daily routines. Routines provide us with safety and certainty, which are essential not only for human beings, but also for animals. Having nothing to hold on to every day, no structure, no routines, has a disastrous impact on us. We are subjected to enormous stress without them. And being stressed every day will promptly harm our health. Therefore, routines are essential for us. Are all routines good and essential for us? Regarding to the previous points, we could say yes, our routines are definitely a good thing and we need them to survive. But unfortunately, we humans have learned to appropriate habits that don't have a good impact on us and even can become addictive. It's up to us to spot those habits, but this isn't an easy thing. Many of those bad habits are associated with our good routines, which makes it hard to separate them from each other. Another aspect is we actually love our routines, even the bad ones, because we created them and we don't want to let them go. Let me provide you a personal example. Although I never was addicted to nicotine or alcohol, I often felt tired in the morning and had a fitful sleep. It took me a long time to realize that this could be connected to drinking alcohol in the evenings. I refused to believe it because I actually loved having a glass of wine or maybe two in the evening. I told myself, this can't be the reason for it. After reducing or even avoiding it, I experienced better sleep, more energized mornings, and increased motivation and energy during the day. Yeah, I absolutely do understand that this example really sounds simplistic, but many people experience fatigue and low energy in the morning, which can significantly impact their overall well-being. How can we identify or spot bad habits and routines? It isn't very simple to spot habits that are obviously bad. We have to scrutinize our daily activities. After spotting them, we have to figure out which ones are good and which ones are bad. It's not always as easy as it sounds, but this strategy is basically a good one. For example, let's consider the coffee and nicotine routine. By drinking coffee and smoking, you taught your brain that this is a common behavior. And so, you want this routine every time you hold a cup of coffee in your hand. Now it's time to act. It's not easy, but it is effective. Break this habit by changing the situation. Drink your coffee at a different place. A place where it's not allowed to smoke. By doing this a couple of times, your brain will learn that it's not necessary to have a cigarette while drinking coffee. And as soon as your need for cigarettes disappear, you no longer want to smoke in this situation. The effect is called withdrawal. But be careful, don't change too much at the same time. Choose realistic goals and maybe talk to your friends or colleagues about it. This can be really helpful because they understand why you are changing specific things. Let's clarify the difference between habits, routines, and addictions. A habit is a behavior that is automatically triggered by a specific cue. It is not consciously influenced or controlled. Habits can be positive or negative, such as unhealthy nutrition, too much sugar or not enough healthy things like vegetables and fruits, or procrastination, which means postponing tasks or activities to the point of causing enormous stress. However, using our favorite apps like Instagram and TikTok can also become bad habits if we use them excessively. I often catch myself scrolling through Instagram Reels or TikTok, and time seems to fly by while using the apps. This is exactly the intention of these platforms, to keep us online. Routines are a set of regular activities or behaviors performed in a particular order or pattern, daily, weekly, or monthly. Routines can help us achieve our goals or just structure our day. They can make us more productive and have a positive effect on our lives, reducing stress and anxiety, improving mental and physical health, and enhancing overall well-being. But we should re-evaluate our routines from time to time to prevent them from becoming monotonous and boring. Addiction refers to a complex and chronic condition in which a person becomes physically or psychologically dependent on a substance or behavior. It is characterized by compulsive drug-seeking behavior, despite negative consequences that may result from using the substance or engaging in the behavior. Examples of substances include alcohol, tobacco, or drugs, while behavioral addictions can include too much computer gaming, shopping, or gambling. However, spending a lot of time on Instagram or TikTok can become addictive if it gets out of control. All these dependencies only satisfy us for a very short time, so we get used to these short-lived thrills and want them over and over again. That's a vicious circle. Therefore, it is recommended that we set limits on our social media usage and prioritize other activities. This may include reading books, engaging in physical exercise, or spending quality time with loved ones. By finding a healthy balance between social media and other aspects of our lives, we can ensure that we are living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Don't let routines rule your life. Try to hold your routines under your control, not the other way around. Routines are helpful to give us space to concentrate on other things, but they should not become stigmas that hold you back from trying new things. Try to be open to unusual and sometimes inadvertent things. As a personal advice, make changes in your life. Get out of your comfort zone. That will definitely push you forward in any way. And it can't harm you because it's your choice to do or not to do. If you are unable to make progress on your own in certain areas, you can use the help of experts in this field. Psychologists or coaches are available to assist you. Okay, let me give you one last important advice. It's absolutely not necessary to get rid of every routine you might think it's not a good deal. The important thing is to recognize them and keep in mind that they are there. We all have some bad habits and not so good routines, and we know that they are bad. But it's okay to have them as long as we understand that they are there. Only then can we trace possibly negative effects and ultimately make changes. I know this can be an exhausting thing, but engaging with this topic helped me a lot personally. It has allowed me to recognize my blind spots and given me the opportunity to take action if I choose to do so. I hope that this approach will be helpful for you as well. Take some time to explore which routines are good or bad for you and check if there are any habits that may not be serving you well. I wish you very lot success with this. Thanks for watching and See you next time. Bye bye.